Hey, hey, almost happy fall, or in this case, almost brewfest, right? Hey, welcome back. Dr. Fox back here with you with your weekly prescription of WoW. So glad to have you along. I thought I'd share with you, get off the screen for a moment and share with you how far we've come along so far in Classic and in Retail and discuss all that fun stuff. So let's get right on in there. So, of course, to kind of officially kick it off this week, technically, if I did it next weekend is technically fall. I could have most likely have done it at that point. But I thought, let's kick it off a little early. I'm enjoying my brunch today. I just finished it before I put this recording down. And I thought, I'm going to enjoy it. I got a couple of free cups from the Windsor Fair a few weeks back with Natty Two Moves on it. Yes, that's how they made us say it back in the day when I worked there a long, long time ago. Anyway, I'm enjoying some apple cider in there. Some beautiful original. And it is going down smoothly today. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. It was absolutely beautifully gorgeous. Oh, so here we go. Let's get into this. We've got the... one exciting thing going on right now this week that with WoW Classics bringing us is the Harvest Festival. And of course, one of the few holidays that, because Classic doesn't have a calendar built into it, which would be great. I wish they would integrate some sort of Classic app like we have for BFA, or some integration that would show the holidays, or whether they're pretty much going to start around the same time. Now, supposedly the Classic Holiday Harvest Festival started about a day earlier, so it's a little hard, but maybe after a year and WoW Classic's out, Wowhead and some of the other folks will have a good tentative setup of WoW Classic calendar. I'm sure it's fairly close to what Retail is doing, so we'll have to kind of see how that all plays out. Looks like right now anyway, for in vanilla there was Harvest Festival, there was Feast of Winter Veil, Love is in the Air, Children's Week, and it looks like Midsummer Fire Festival went on. And those were a bit variation. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out for the Harvest Festival, though. The good news is, at least for Classic, all those that are lower level and can get to either Orgrimmar on Horde or Iron Forge on the Alliance, there is free food out front for them. You can get stacks of it. You can keep clicking it on to get 20 stacks of the 4 different types, 3 types of food, and a nectar that will help your mana. It's 2% of your health. So that's a nice little freebie and a good chunk of XP. If you're level 30 or above, you're able to grab the Harvest Festival quest. It's a little bit of a trek on the Alliance side, but it's well worth it in the end, because I know you can't fly. You got to take a flight path up and still run through some very high-leveled enemies at that point as well. I am excited because this week coming up is going to kick off Pirates Day, or Talk Like a Pirate Day, on Thursday and Friday. And, of course, right after that kicks off on Friday, the Brewfest I'm ecstatic about, because the Brewfest is going to have my little hearth, the last hearth I haven't collected yet, at least as of now, that will be coming out this weekend, that I can plug away at that. So I'll definitely be running my barrels again. It seems like I've done that every year. So many little collections there, but I'm ecstatic to add that one to the list by this weekend coming up. I'm hoping I can try to go back and also do the items that you can get now from Pirates Day in Yar Me Booty Bay. That's my terrible pirate version of my pirate accent. With that, looks like there is more rumors coming out about the level 60. If you level a Classic WoW to 60, you get a 110 boost in Retail. Looks like they're trying to encourage that. There is that new recruiter friend. I'd be curious to hear what your folks' wording on that is, though. As of this Wednesday, the 18th, YouTube is taking away comments. There's pros and cons. I personally, myself, will be ecstatic to have these go away. I'm just bumming that we got to use a third-party outlet, yes. But I'm ecstatic for a lot of reasons. But you can still leave your comments on Twitter, Instagram. I'm not over on Facebook very often, to be honest. That one's sort of being taken out and phased out at this point. So at least you can still kind of catch that. I've been trying to live stream over at twitch.tv/DJFox, but been still having troubles. That may have to be on hold, and we'll have to try again maybe around Black Friday. I need to upgrade my computer. I've had this discussion. Those that know me and been following my videos and my channel know that will be a challenge. One thing I know I would love to work towards, especially in Classic, is the field repair bot, if that's still available for engineers. And from my research, it seems to be at this point. So I'm very, very excited about that. Looks like we are getting offered free server carryover for those that are. For instance, this particular server is allowing you to go from Mankirk, and it will give you another server option to go to as well that you can see up here on the screen at the moment. And I'll share all those in just a moment. I just wanted to go through a few of these updates here. It looks like some of the layers has been giving folks issues as well. We'll have to kind of see how that all plays out. Of course, coming up, we don't have to jump ahead too quick because BlizzCon and the 15th anniversary will be out in a couple months, but we'll talk more about that as that approaches. I'm ecstatic on a little downtime here and there, which is very rare that I even get. The Switch's SNES 20 games are finally officially out, and you can get the Famicom ones. There's a little neat trick to kind of integrate and get the Famicom versions in there as well for those that do like that. As well on the side. That actually came out the other week, but I didn't get an opportunity to discuss it last weekend. And now if we shift gears over to retail, of course, those holidays I mentioned that are coming, like Brewfest, Pirates Day, those are in retail. We will not see those in Classic as well. And as in life, as I mentioned, that I've been working on the Switch NES 20 games a little bit, just playing around with some good nostalgia there as well. Looks like there is some decent 5 gold money-making tips out there for WoW Classic as well. Things like the Shadowfang Keep dungeon. You can go in there and find some blue items. Very small, rare draw point, like 14% blue items that are really hot right now. Things like the Shadowfang knife or the other rogue knife that's available as well. Other ways to make good gold money tips has been things like the moon pearls that you can get that will form into, you can get those from golden pearls, and if fighting any type of naga. As that's what I was, I hate the naga, especially, oh shoot, I had it in my brain a few seconds ago. Except the naga. Disgusting creatures. Anyway, no, you can get it from certain types of aquatic NPCs you slice down above level 40. And it seems to be, and again, these will balance out. These are just some things, hot commodities that seem to be happening here near the early stages of WoW Classic. Elemental Fire, and of course, I know, not very original, right? The NPC Elemental. These are found like in places like Stone Talon Mountains, Arathi Highlands. Fused wiring. Of course, that's something that I hope when I get my field repair bot. Repair. That's from Transformers animated film. The series. Excuse me. And then Giant Egg as well seem to be a few of the hot commodities going right now. And I guess to kind of just sort of wrap things up here for the day, I'm going to show you a few things. There are some questions. Today we've got an individual that asked me, are you excited about the holidays being back in Classic? I know I am. I'd be curious to hear what your folks' take on that is as well. Are you excited? Are you bumming? Did you not want them to be in there? And let's see. Yeah, are any other reactions of things that are happening right now in Classic WoW and or retail? Are you playing still some retail? We have been. I'm going to kind of jump over here, just kind of give you a quick view here. I know it's pretty much been that same image most of the video. So as you can see, so far I've been able to level. I've stopped here briefly because I'm trying to only level this particular hunter during when I'm on with my brother. I've been on quite a bit lately, and just a quick shout out to one of our guildies as well. He's been a great help. And I'm glad I could be there as well to sort of help. We've been slowly plugging away, helping him unlock one of the flight in Legion here. We got over the weekend, we had been plugged away at the exploring. So sort of Pathfinder Part 1 for Legion here, and that's, for some might think that's an old achievement, but I'm ecstatic to be able to finally do that. He kind of already been able to do a lot of that on his old character, but he's kind of stuck with that one, and I'm glad I could be there with a higher level character to sort of fly him around right now and help us sort of speed the process up. So we almost got him. He did a demon knight. I love it, his little trick we did too. We just started on a new server with a Death Knight at 55, leveled it to, after we get out of Starter Zone, we went to but Barren Tundra. And then we did that till level 70. We were able to unlock the Demon Hunter intro, did that. And then we've been plugging away at that particular character. That's on our Horde side in Retial. But over here, I'm excited. You may have noticed that my Hunter here has a very sharpened sword as well. We did temporarily get the Elite Lion, but I almost forgot that the Elites, you have to keep more fed more than the regular ones, and this one is sticking around longer, so I went with that. It was a little easier on my pocket wallet, if you will, in WoW, and I was able to teach her to actually wield swords, because I had a massive sword upgrade that I wanted to give her. And then, of course, you can see I sharpened it as well. She has leather working. I sent some sharpening stones. You can see all these weapons have it. We've put on them the sharpening on here to help out a bit. Going through them pretty quick though, because if they're as they're half hours, use them up pretty quick. Send some over here. There was some shiny ones on these gorgeous blades. We were running Ragefire Chasm with the guild last week, by the way, and we almost completed it, except the final boss. Some of the orcs overwhelmed us down there, and we just couldn't quite finish it. But we got, I would say, 99% of Ragefire Chasm finished now, and in that aspect we were able to get these gorgeous blades that drop. I literally got 2, and I finally learned dual wielding. We were able to, with leatherworking, upgrade to plus 16 armor on 4 pieces of our gear. So I've stopped here. This is where our guild currently is, on these characters that we're leveling with. Tomorrow is guild day, so he should be back on, and we're going to be plugging away at it. And then I've been slowly here and there working on my warrior. Originally, I started with the warrior, but I knew I wanted to eventually get my hunter really leveled up more and sooner there. And as you can see on the side note, I've been slowly plugging away at my rogue. And I'd be ecstatic to finally let you know now, those that know that I'm streaming, I have been faithful to wait. I may break that faithfulness at some point, and I'm trying not to, but I still have my night elf. This was going to be my main character. She would be a lot further along right now, but she was the one I was trying to save for streaming with you folks as well. So, and then as you can see, I've already flown through the intro area with my little rogue here. So she's plugging away. And one of our guildies came in and helped me with that as well, and vice versa, helped them out. And we got my priest up to level 6. So she's plugging away. I have my mage pretty much, she's at this point just sort of become my bank male alt at this point. I literally just created her and ran her all the way to Stormwind. So she's sort of my backup at this point. I would love to level her a little bit, but right now it's just too many others. It's like, oh, I'm trying to level a little bit. And so my alliance finally got a little bit more love. And it's only because the guild has already been formed over here. I know we were going to try to form the guild on the alliance side. I'll have to see how that plays out, but I'm ecstatic. We'll be back on that this week. I'll give you more updates on how that's playing out. And that's where we're at in Classic. So just we're going to kind of wrap things up here. In just one more moment, I'm going to jump into Retail. I want to show you what we've been working on slowly. I'm trying to get my Tauren to the last Heritage armor, like many of you folks watched my real-time video of the Heritage Gnomish, the Gnome Heritage armor. You can see here, of course, I've had these. I did finish leveling at least some of the others. A lot of those have some cool, fun little catch-up gear here, you can see. A mage. He almost kind of a yar me Bucci Bay, you know. But I've been working on my shaman slowly, giving one of the guildies a hand with my shaman quite a bit. I came in a few times with my own demon hunter, and he's got a male one, so I'm kind of like the sister guild member character from helping him out on that one, and we've been slowly plugging away. I just got less than 4.5 levels to go with her, and I can finally give her catch-up gear, and then I'm hoping to go back and finally do the heritage armor for her, and I'll have that all, I hope, knocked out before too long. I would like to say before the next patch drops, but it all depends on what happens. I've got to grab some more assaults and just plug away at her as we go. And finally, on the Alliance retail side, I think most of you have seen a lot of these characters many a times. But I did run time walking last week. Yeah, see, there's the gnome heritage armor that we ran in that video. I was so ecstatic to share that with you all. And you can see that I have now officially given all these folks catch-up gear. Got them all leveled. And I even, because I ran a lot of dungeons, I was even able to, right before Dark Moon Fair ended yesterday, ran them all down there to pick up a few more pieces of transmog for all of them. And as you can see, I'm very, very ecstatic that I finally have all of those leveled. Now you're probably like, well, Dr. Fox, what about these last two here? Well, the paladin I set up because I wanted the other paladin gnome mount unlocked. I was trying to get more mounts unlocked. And then my druid, I started to level her before the Kalantor came out. And I don't know if I'll get back to these two. Mainly, they're just there for my backup mailers. And every once in a while, I pop into them, like they're on a holiday or something. If there's a quick way to level up or something. Or run down to Dark Moon. Or maybe run a few starter pet battles or something that we have down in there. Like, kind of like my other pet battle guide. So I just thought I'd share that with you really quick, and I'm very, very excited to finally get all of my characters, at least on the Alliance side so far, all leveled. So that's a sigh of relief, at least. I was trying to get those all leveled before Classic launch, but I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between the two. And that's where I'm at with that. So we're going to wrap this video up because I'm sure I'm already crawling to close to 20 minutes. So, all right, well, that's where we're at. Once again, Dr. Fox, remember to take 2 weekly updates. Moore's over there sleeping. I'll be glad when we get the cat cam up and running again for you, and I'll be glad when I can actually get on and get some regular streaming again, too. And last part in life, I'm hoping to be working on plumbing next one. That's going to be a huge step forward here in the Fox house, and so that's what we're hoping. The cat and fox house. Yes. So, all right. Well, we will see you all next time, and I hope you get to have a fun week. I'm ecstatic. The holidays are beginning to launch and kick off here very, very soon. We will see you around. Hope you're having fun, and we will see you later.